Two Drink Cinema! Cheers. All right, this is a special episode of Two Drink Cinema. I shouldn't have got a click pen.
Well,
Because
anyway.
I click. I remember my year 9 maths teacher
Mrs. S.
banned every click pen.
Was she allergic to click pen?
Banned every click
In
pen.
joke. Ding, in joke.
Banned every
I
click
didn't
pen
have
from her
it.
maths class.
I was like the only one of our friendship groups that overlapped various year levels that did not have her as an English teacher.
Maths.
Maths.
Lucky you didn't have her as an English teacher. She would have been terrible. Fantastic maths teacher.
My year 12 English teacher didn't rock up sometimes. She was a very busy lady.
She was actually the best maths teacher I had. A lot of people didn't like her.
Mine was a Sri Lankan
she
prince.
banned click pens. So then in year 10, when we had a different maths teacher,
Everybody
everybody
got
had a 4 pen. So you got 4 times
Four
the clicking
times the clicking.
to make up for no clicking.
Was that
in year 9? My year 10 maths teacher was Ms. G, who was also the head of the new house.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
She was not a teacher of
And then
mine.
I had Mrs. S again. And then I
Yeah.
had a different year 12 maths teacher who was head of the faculty.
Did he love a kayak?
Ms. P.
Oh, I don't remember
Yeah,
her.
no. Do you want to know who I had for year 8 maths? Can't remember.
I had
Who did I have for year
I
8
don't
maths?
know who I had. I had the same in year 7 and year 10. So luckily, I learnt the same thing.
Yeah,
No,
pretty much.
Year 7 and year 9, I had the same maths teacher.
Yeah, I felt like year 9 and year 11 was the same.
I had a different one in year 11.
But I did miss half of year 9 because we went away.
Oh, that's true.
And then came back, had missed the whole unit on trigonometry, but got 100%.
Well, yeah.
So if you ever need someone to measure a triangle,
Yeah.
I'm your man.
Pythag.
C squared equals A squared plus B squared. That's Pythag.
Yeah. Anyway, this is not
Anyway,
a maths podcast either.
That was our special episode of Two Drink Cinema. Name a mathematical theorem. Over to you, Brett.
So, Batman. Pi r squared isn't a theorem. It's just an equation.
So what makes Pythag a theorem?
Because Pythagoras made it a theory about how to measure a triangle.
Yeah, but surely some guy made a theory about how to measure the circumference of a circle using pi r squared.
Yeah, but it's not named a theory.
John's theorem.
Yeah, it's just like Pi's theory. Socrates' theory. He wasn't a maths man.
Socrates. We are talking about
We can
Batman.
cut that out.
No, we'll keep it in because
Yeah.
people will learn things. Don't say we
Maths.
never give you anything other than maths information, movie information. Because we did a whole episode on music when we talked about Tina
true.
Turner.
And this special is now on A Beautiful Mind.
Yeah.
So, maths.
And I feel like that meme of the woman with the
woman with the
numbers
thinking.
and trying to work out
And we are yet again describing a meme.
describing a meme. I haven't sung yet this episode.
No.
Did I sing it? Anyway.
Careless Whisper.
All right.
This is...
Batman. I'm not wearing a
Batman.
Christmas T-shirt.
It is.
It's a Home Alone T-shirt. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
And because Home Alone is not a Christmas movie.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
We're going to have to do an episode
We're going to do
of
a
that when it
Christmas
gets
special.
Christmas. 'cause
We're doing a Christmas special.
There
Look
is a
forward to
debate
that.
in our household about certain movies that people think are Christmas movies, but I don't think are Christmas movies.
Save it.
Yeah.
I'll wear this T-shirt again.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss Christmas movies. So we're going to do every now and again a special episode focused on one thing. So we did a May the 4th special, which came out on May the 7th, about Star Wars.
Yep.
So I Married a Stormtrooper. This one is about Batman.
Yes.
Because over the last couple of episodes, we've mentioned Batman a fair bit. We are going to score and then rank every Batman from the big screen.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
It's going to be hard for you because you haven't seen one.
I haven't, but I'm just going to
Just do a Google image search.
I'm just going to assume that Ben Affleck is not great.
So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 categories.
Okay.
The suit is 1.
Suit.
Okay.
Yep. The voice. Should we do a voice?
Voice
Slash
in
acting?
acting.
Okay.
So
So like Christian Bale's voice is shit, but his acting good. Nah, we'll do voice slash acting.
acting/voice I'm going to do. Is that okay?
It's the same thing.
I want a category to be Bruce
Okay.
because some of them are different as Bruce as they are as Batman.
Could we just have a quick 2-hour break so I can watch Ben Affleck?
You're going to need 7.5 hours
shit.
to watch the 2 movies that he's been in.
Relationship, sexual tension with Robin. Is that a category?
Only 2 movies have Robin in them, unless you count Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Ooh, controversial.
Alfred.
What do you mean?
Alfred is a big part of Batman.
Yeah.
So I want to rank the Alfreds.
Separate to the Batman.
Well, as an addition to create the score for the Batman.
Okay.
Okay.
Alfred.
What about their fighting?
Yeah, what about not their fighting, but who they fight?
Oh yeah, their fur.
Their foe.
This is what we talked about before. Off camera, Brett said,
Enemy.
we need to give them a foe rating. I'm like, what a fur? The
Yeah.
soup.
A soup.
We're not far from Footscray. We can easily get fur. Yeah.
There's a restaurant that has faux,
Faux.
but then it doesn't make sense because it's wordplay, but if you pronounced it fur, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I thought you meant like faux, like the French FAUX, like fake
It's fake
faux.
faux. It's
Yeah.
faux fur.
Faux fur.
Not faux fur,
Fur.
but faux fur.
But also the French wouldn't say FAUX as faux.
Faux fur.
Faux.
It's faux.
Faux fur.
Okay.
Okay, so are we going to go chronologically?
I think we might have to.
Okay, so first up, Adam
West.
West from 1966. Out of
5.
How many are there? Why don't we
5.
do it out of 6?
Why?
Because there's Adam West, there's Michael Keaton,
Oh, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale.
Can you tell this is one of those things we talked about but didn't fully talk about?
and
listeners?
Ben Affleck.
B.A.
So
Let's start with the voice / acting.
there was actually. Oh, but what about Will Arnett?
Nope.
In the Lego Batman movie.
No, doesn't count.
I haven't seen it. Good. But then there was also the cartoon one, but that was a limited release. So
Let's
not
just
count
stick with
that.
these 6 before we
Because
go down some
Mark
rabbit hole.
Hamill's actually a very good Joker in that cartoon one.
Wow.
It's true.
Okay.
He is.
Is he the second best Joker? Third best Joker?
A lot of people put him as the second best Joker.
Behind Heath.
Heath, yeah.
So he's better than Jack Nicholson.
A lot of people say that.
Interesting.
My co-host of No Pants, No Problems
That
is
was
a huge fan of Mark Hamill's Joker. He's also a huge Batman fan, so he'll be listening.
You're trying to get
and
them
probably
to listen. So.
disagreeing. Listen to No Pants, No Problems. We might do a Batman special from the hot tub.
Okay.
Adam West's suit. Now, are we ranking it? Are we scoring it against the others or for its time? Because really, it's just like grey pajamas.
It's just Lycra.
I didn't think they even invented Lycra in 1966.
It's just a very tight cotton onesie.
Yeah, it's just like he wore his long johns and they painted them slightly purple.
Well, if we're thinking of like a generally, now we have to rank them 1 to 6.
Oh, we're doing that.
That's why we
Are
have
we ranking
1 to
them 1
6?
to 6, or
Yeah.
we score? I thought we'd score them out of 6.
I reckon because you've said out of 6 and there's 6, we should rank them 1 to 6.
Rank them 1 to 6. Okay.
But like on our own.
Okay. All right.
So you go.
Do we need the
Adam
thinking music?
Oh, but I haven't seen Ben Affleck. Okay.
Google image
Okay, let me
search
see.
Ben Affleck's suit. I quite like Ben Affleck's suit. Oh, symbol. What about bat symbol?
Oh.
Because then we have 6 categories. But that doesn't.
No, because they all look like a bat.
But also, it doesn't impact the character.
Ben Affleck. Batman.
Ben Affleck Batman. Okay.
Let's
So
quickly
we've
have a
got
look.
the Adam West suit. There's also Christian Bale. His suit across 3 movies changes.
That's true.
and improves.
Mm.
Can we just agree George Clooney's is the worst?
Oh, I was going to give it like the best.
The nipples.
Yeah. I don't know. Something nostalgic. Oh, that's weird. There's if I had a therapist,
do you
if I
miss
had-
your nipples?
if I had a therapist, they'd be like, "Okay, we're learning some things here."
Yeah.
Okay,
Stop clicking your pen.
I'm gonna give Adam West
I'm
the
giving
worst.
George Clooney's the worst. That's a 1.
That's a 1 out of 6.
Because we're going to give it, add up the numbers.
Yeah, and the most wins. Okay, so Adam West is the worst.
George Clooney's is the worst for
and
me.
then Ben Affleck's,
And then Adam West's
and
for
then
me.
George Clooney's,
But I love Adam West.
and then Val Kilmer's, and then Christian Bale's.
I think
and
Christian
then Michael Keaton's.
Christian Bale's is the best. Michael Keaton's is the second best. The Michael Keaton logo is the Michael Keaton bat symbol is the best, which significantly contributes to the suit. Okay.
The thing I appreciate about Adam's West was, compared
Yes.
to the newer Batmans, it's just him. You know, in that when there's a
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
Simpsons reference where it's like all West. It's not like it doesn't have these fake muscles, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
clearly looking at these photos of Ben Affleck's, no, that is not your body, Ben.
No, Ben Affleck's not ripped, and you can really tell that when he stands next to Henry Cavill and Jason Momoa.
And even Jennifer Lopez.
Criticism of Justice League. Jason Momoa
one.
comes out of the water.
That's
right,
correct.
In this fashion.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Daniel Craig in a Bond.
Wearing clothes.
He's Aquaman.
Okay.
Yep.
Not wearing Neptunian Atlantean things. Just in one scene,
Just jeans and a t-shirt.
he's just wearing literally jeans and t-shirt.
Oh shit!
Right? And he's just come out of the water because he saved a guy from a storm. Then as he walks up the pier to go back into the water, he takes his shirt off.
Well, you were just in that.
I'm like, you just had your shirt's already wet.
It was like in Deadpool. The woman, who I still don't know her name or what she has to do with
Angel.
anything, she's fixing up old mate's
Oh, yeah,
stab
yeah.
wound
Yep.
with his singlet on,
Yeah.
and then he takes his singlet off,
Yep.
and then the cut on the front of his thing is already stitched up.
No. My criticism of that is,
Take your shirt off if you're going to get
there's a-
stitches.
yeah. Take your shirt off if you're going to change your shirt anyway. If you're going to jump into the water in a wet t-shirt, leave your wet t-shirt on Jason Momoa. I'm not complaining that Jason Momoa takes his shirt off,
No.
but have it off. Either have it off or have it on.
But Aquaman would be naked all the time.
They'd have jocks on.
Why? He lives in the water.
No, but people see him. He has modesty.
Oh, okay.
His name's Arthur Curry.
Okay.
Arthur Curry is not the
Hurry in a
man,
hurry.
name of a man that walks around naked on mainland.
No.
Acting, voice.
Okay. This is where
Okay.
it gets a bit tough.
Yes.
Because I haven't seen Ben Affleck.
I'm
I'm just going to assume that he's not as bad as Val Kilmer.
Oh,
but
yeah,
also
no.
not that good.
Val Kilmer's the worst.
Yeah, that's
So
what
he's
I'm
a
going.
1. We're definitely doing him
one.
as a 1.
Shit, not 6. Yeah, 1. Adam West, I'm going to have to say, is the best.
Well, I have to, based on previous episodes, say that Michael Keaton is the best acting.
Oh, so I'll give him a 5.
But he also goes, his best, no, his I'm Batman is the
He's
best.
the best.
Michael
Right.
Keaton. So
Not
I'm Batman.
not Christian Bale's.
No, but in the first movie, Christian Bale's is
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. And then in the third movie, it's
Well, he's got like sore
Actually, turn
throat.
it down.
Ooh, we're doing effects now.
Yeah, live editing.
Okay, Ben Affleck is going to be number 2.
Well, acting and voice together, Christian Bale's is a bad voice. So does he go 2?
Out of 1. What? 1, 2. He gets 2
Yeah,
points.
second worst.
I'm going to go 3. And then Academy Award winner George Clooney. Academy Award winner Christian Bale. Academy
Okay.
Award winner Ben Affleck.
Adam West 5.
Adam West.
For
Fish's
what Adam
best.
West Batman was, he was incredible. At the 60s do-gooder,
It's a
very
very
nice,
60
good
yeah,
Batman,
yeah.
yes. George Clooney, I'm giving 2 points to. Christian Bale, I'm giving 3 points to. Ben Affleck, I'm giving 4 points to. Ben Affleck's
Okay.
quite good. He's a good
Should
actor.
should
Has
I
he
change
won
it?
an actor too?
No, only for
An Oscar.
producer
Adapted screenplay.
and producer.
And producer.
Original screenplay
Oh, okay.
for Good Will Hunting, and then producer
Producer.
for Argo.
Oh, Argo's a good movie. Who's
Hasn't
the
he-
best Bruce Wayne?
George Clooney?
Um,
I actually don't know.
Christian Bale.
I'm going to go George Clooney because he's so just like George Clooney.
You could imagine just George Clooney being Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, like he's already halfway there.
But then I'm going Michael Keaton as 5. Adam West as 4.
I knew you were going to do that.
Ben Affleck 3.
Val Kilmer. We just hate
George
Val
Clooney
Kilmer.
2. 1 Val
We
Kilmer.
just hate Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Alfredness.
Okay, so
Michael Caine
this is
being
my
Michael
thing.
Caine and Michael Caine.
Well, one of the issues is that Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, and George Clooney had the same Alfred.
But how do they better interact with...
And that Alfred is the best Alfred.
Yeah, because he's not... Is there a different Alfred in the Ben Affleck and the Christian Bale?
Yes.
And
It's
the George Clooney?
It's
No, he's the same. Adam West is obviously different.
Yeah, Adam West. There's only 4 Alfreds for 6 Batmen. So, I'll tell you. I think you'll agree with my criticism of Jeremy Irons as Ben Affleck's Alfred.
Overacted.
No,
Okay.
underage. Not underage. Like he's not 17.
Jesus.
It's not 17 like
That's Robin.
the bellboy in Some Like It Hot.
Oh, flashback.
I hope people remember our episodes as well as we do.
Because they better... I don't really remember it that well. I'm drunk.
So, Alfred is meant to have been Thomas and Martha Wayne's butler, who then raised Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. So the age gap between Ben Affleck and Jeremy Irons isn't enough for it to make sense.
No.
Well, that's a 1 for me then.
Yeah.
I do like Michael Caine, but Michael Caine's always just Michael Caine, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's okay to be
I
Alfred.
think that's my best accent yet, isn't it? It sure beats my... I don't know
Every
any
other one.
It sure beats my Woody Allen being in the dock.
It sure beats your Robin Williams impersonating Barbara Streisand.
Butter.
Alfred in the Adam West isn't a very big role.
Yeah, 2. Oh, but
But
I
he's
don't
very
want
good.
3 for Michael Caine. How do I do 4, 5, 6?
Okay, so
6.
in Batman and
5,
Batman
4.
and Batman.
No, I got it.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm going to give more points because he brings in Batgirl,
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
but not the most points.
Yep.
Who is that guy? What's his name?
3.
We'll find out at the end of the quiz.
5. 2.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So
Gonna give you 4 points,
yeah,
Governor.
I think so because he's good and his relationship with Bruce Wayne is very good and he's good with the science and his relationship with Lucius Fox. Like
Wow.
he's very influential in the movies. And
But he's just Michael Caine.
we're not rating his... Are we rating Alfred's acting?
Yeah, okay, no,
or
we're not.
Alfred's
Alfred,
impact
the
and
Alfred.
relationship with Batman?
Alfred.
Jeremy Irons and Ben Affleck do have one good line together
1 out of a whole movie.
out of a whole 4 and 20-minute movie. Ben Affleck brings the Justice League back to the Batcave. Spoiler, he assembles the Justice League. Spoiler alert. And then Alfred hasn't met any of them except for Diana Prince, Wonder Woman. Right?
Oh, I thought you were going to say of Wales.
So Alfred's looking around going, oh, who are these people? Like, because one's Cyborg and one's Aquaman and one's the Flash. And then Ben Affleck goes, everybody, he acts better. He actually does act better than I'm about to do. Everybody, this is Alfred. I work for him. It's funny in the movie and it's funny
Because
in
he
the movie.
goes, hey, I need your help. Good.
Okay, they're fur.
They're foe.
Yep.
Enemies. And now we rank them on the level, like how good the enemies are and how much they had to work to beat them, or how good they just, like, Mr. Freeze is the worst.
How bad they are, how good bad the foe is, not the interaction with the foe.
So, like, the Penguin,
Danny DeVito with the.
He doesn't really do much. He has an umbrella.
He just prods Catwoman along to do stuff
Catwoman.
and kidnaps Christopher Walken.
But then Adam West...
Michelle Pfeiffer is very good.
Yeah, but Adam West, I can't picture his movie enemies. All I can picture him...
He fights all of them.
Yeah.
So,
In the movie.
have you seen the Brady Bunch movie?
Oh, I have seen the movie.
No. Have you seen the Brady Bunch movie from the 90s?
Yeah.
Where they just took 4 of the episodes of the 60s Brady Bunch and made them a movie.
They went to Hawaii.
Yeah. That's what they did with Batman.
Yeah.
They basically just made a 4-episode long movie.
I went to a bar recently, and by recently I mean pre-lockdown 4.0.
Okay.
There was a tiki bar that my friend took me to that was random.
Did you drink out of a coconut?
No, I did not, unfortunately. But there was all this tiki stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I said to my friend, I go, oh my God, did you watch the Brady Bunch movie? It's like they went to Hawaii. And she was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay. But it is that. Like,
And in the Brady Bunch movie, the actress that played Marsha married Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
And then
She was in
vomited
Dodgeball.
in her mouth a little bit in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
they're faux.
but faux. Okay. Well, I feel like if Adam West has greater numbers,
Cesar Romero's Joker is very good.
it's the third best Joker.
Yeah.
It's not. I think I've said that about 3 different Jokers now. Okay, I'm going to give him a 6.
I'm giving the one
Who did
to
they
Ben
find in
Affleck's.
Ben Affleck?
No, because they're just badly made.
Yeah.
All the movies are badly made. So the enemy is terrible.
I'm going to give this one a 5 because Heath Ledger. That might give it away.
Well, I'm giving a 2 to Mr. Freeze. Who else is in with Mr. Freeze?
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. I like Uma Thurman, but not as Poison Ivy.
But
If
Val
it was-
Kilmer is Riddler and Two-Face.
Yeah. No. George, 2. I'm giving 2 points to Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy.
That's what I'm thinking.
If George Clooney
And
had to
Bane.
fight the bride, I'd be all for
And
that.
Bane.
Oh yeah, Bane. But Bane
But he
with the
doesn't do
thing on the
anything.
chest. The
Yeah.
button on the chest that activates him.
Yeah.
But Bane,
Oh,
see this
oh
is
wait,
where
I've given 2 5.
this is where Christian Bale has an advantage because he fights
2 movies.
3 movies. Bane is a very good villain.
In his movie, but not in the...
He's
because
not
It's not about Bane.
in The Dark Knight Rises.
No, as in like in the Batman and Robin.
Yeah, no, he's inconsequential in that.
Oh, I don't know if that's right.
Well, you can change it.
No, I'm gonna stick with that.
All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And then by default, I'm going to do that.
Okay. I think that we ended up by default in the same thing.
Are we any other
No.
characteristics of Batman?
I was thinking gadgets, but then I can't think of enough of the gadgets to make it.
The anti-shark bat repellent spray is the best gadget, full stop, in Batman 66.
Yeah. And what is the one, where it's like, is it where they turn the
Batmobile.
world leaders...
What about the Batmobile?
They turn the world leaders into powder, and then he makes them up again, but they all get all mixed up. So like,
That's
the
66.
Chinese man speaks German.
Yeah, that's Batman 66.
Good. That's what I thought of. I know I have seen it.
Because you're not doing... Val Kilmer's not mixing the United Nations back.
We won't
what
go
about
Batman.
Batmobile?
I don't know about Batmobile. I don't know if I know enough of the difference.
The tumbler, Christian Bale's tumbler is very good.
Is that where it's like, and then it blows up after?
No, the tumbler's the whole car, and then the bat pod is the bike that comes out of it, which is also very cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
But
Did you say Val Kilmer?
no, Christian Bale.
That was Christian Bale. Yeah.
The look of the Michael Keaton Batmobile is cool. I had one of the little Matchbox Batmobiles from Michael Keaton.
Let's not do that.
Okay. They all have the little fire on the back, which is cool.
Yeah, because that's going to be heavily skewed by the time the movie was made.
Because they
The
can do
latest-
more
More
things.
technologically.
Yeah. They
And
all
also, I can't
have...
think of them.
I like they all have the shooting up harpoon thing.
Yeah.
Um,
And then they all had motorbikes, and Batgirl and Robin had a motorbike. 6 for George Clooney.
George Clooney had a motorbike. Give him a 6.
I reckon that's good. That's a good 5 categories.
Okay. The suit, the acting, and the voice. How well their Bruce Wayne was. Alfred and their relationship with Alfred. Their fur. And then we total that up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'll go for a break and we'll come back with the totals.
Okay, we're going to go through our totals.
Yep.
We're going to go through our scores as we go.
Yep.
So, who do you think...
keep in mind that I have not watched Ben Affleck's movies.
You've seen a picture of the
Actually,
suit.
Already looking at my totals, I'm pretty sure that he's got the least.
Yeah.
Yeah. The suit.
I know who has the least in mine, I reckon.
It's Val Kilmer.
Okay, so...
The worst suit?
The worst suit, I had George Clooney's.
I have Adam West.
I had Adam West as the second worst suit.
I had Ben Affleck, just because it looks absolutely ridiculous.
I quite like it.
It's too muscly. That's not what Batman is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Batman's just a billionaire that fights crime. He doesn't have any special powers and isn't like...
There's a joke of that in Justice League. The Flash gets into Bruce Wayne's Mercedes and he goes, "Oh, well, what's your superpower?" He goes,
"Money.
I'm rich."
Oh, okay, good.
And then they drive off in this...
That's what Trump did.
Wing door Mercedes. Yeah, but Batman's not president. George Clooney,
could be president.
Adam West. Who's your third worst? So
Number
3 points.
George
Val.
Clooney.
I had Val as the number 3 points for suit.
Yeah.
And you had Val Kilmer.
No, I had George Clooney. You had Val Kilmer.
Yeah, because his was ordinary. Ben Affleck, I quite like the suit, but it's not the best. So I gave that 4.
I had Val Kilmer by process of elimination.
You had Michael Keaton, 4.
No, that's suit.
Did I skip 3?
No.
Oh, you put Fur in the wrong column.
Yeah, because I ran out of room.
Okay. Okay, so George Clooney has the worst suit for me. Adam West, the second worst suit. Val Kilmer, the third worst suit. Ben Affleck, the 4th worst suit. So the third best suit. 4 points if you're scoring
4
at
points
home.
for Val Kilmer.
I'll put all this up in a little insert spreadsheet.
That's going to take you a week.
Yeah, I know. Then I think Christian Bale is the best suit.
I said second best.
I said Michael Keaton's was the second best.
I said Michael Keaton was the best.
He sometimes can't move his neck, Michael Keaton.
Oh, that's right. He had that weird,
Yeah, and it's the big thing over here, which Christian Bale gets Lucius Fox to fix.
Is it like he's Michael Myers?
Yeah, he's walking around like Michael Myers.
In Halloween. All right.
Acting, voice.
So we were kind of nearly on the same page,
Val,
but nowhere near it.
Val was the worst.
Val was the worst.
Val had the worst acting, but Christian Bale had the worst voice.
Val Kilmer
Batman
was the worst. That's all I can say about that.
George Clooney was the second worst voice. I still can't forgive him for the Bat American Express.
Okay.
Never leave the cave without it.
Oh, okay. Ben Affleck was the second worst.
Even though you haven't seen him. Oh, I'm meant to be totaling.
No, that's all right. We can total at the end.
I am totaling as I go.
Okay.
Because I'm going to
Ben
pad
Affleck.
while you total. Ben Affleck has the... I gave him 4 points for voice.
I gave George Clooney 4.
I had Christian Bale 3 because he has the worst voice.
Same. I downgraded because of the voice. What was that?
That's Christian Bale threatening Bane.
That sounded like Christian Bale pretending to be a helicopter.
Adam West is the 5th worst acting, the second best acting.
Michael Keaton is the number 5.
Well, I had to put Michael Keaton as number 6.
And I put Adam West fits best.
Adam West does fit what he is. He's not a great actor.
Yeah.
But for what Batman is in the 1960s, one of my favourite things of the 60s Batman, my throat really hurts. Christian Bale
maybe you need to give
impersonation.
Christian Bale more points because that was really tough. Imagine doing that for 3 movies.
Did it for 4.5 hours of the last two. No, because Lucius Fox put a little chip in him.
Okay. Who's Lucius Fox?
The
Morgan
science
Freeman.
man, Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was it in the other older ones? He doesn't have one.
There's not a science
Yeah,
man.
he does it himself.
He does his own science.
There you go.
He
Bonus
doesn't-
points.
Yeah, because no, one of my favourite things about the Adam West Batmans is how he's just a good citizen. Like, at one point, this is in the TV, not in the movie, sorry to go small screen, they park the Batmobile at the front of the police station to go and see Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
And they get out and go to run in, but Batman sends Robin back to the Batmobile to put money in the parking meter.
Yeah. That's the dorky stuff that I love about the old ones.
Yeah.
And when it's the rappelling up the building.
Yeah. And you can just see the string pulling their cape behind them.
What are we on? Bruce.
Okay. The best Bruce.
The best Bruce.
Or the worst Bruce.
The worst Bruce is Val
Val
Kilmer.
Kilmer. The second worst. I had the second worst Bruce as George Clooney.
I had the second
Because
worst
there's
Bruce
no-
as Ben Affleck.
There's no depth to George Clooney's Bruce.
Okay.
Bruce, I think.
I haven't watched much.
No. I am okay with you saying that. I'm double scoring Ben Affleck.
Okay, good.
Scoring Ben Affleck for you as well, because I had him as the third worst Bruce because he's a little bit too arrogant rich.
Right.
Without any kind of depth of character around. He's a tragic orphan.
I had Adam West as number 3 Bruce. Like the third worst, 3 points.
Yeah, he doesn't have, like I just said about Ben Affleck, he doesn't have the tragic depth of...
There's no backstory
Orphan.
of I'm an orphan.
Yep. But he does have the very good care... Oh, shit. The very good caring about looking after the world, Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
Okay?
And then 4 points.
4 points I had Adam West.
All right. So who was your 3?
3 was Ben Affleck.
Okay.
Yep.
And well, my 4 was Christian Bale.
Okay.
Because you know in the scenes where he's like, ooh, he's an elaborate rich party with
He's a
Maggie
playboy.
Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
Yep.
You get more of that. You didn't really get... I don't remember really that in... I don't remember George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell having a party.
No, but I don't remember George Clooney brooding in a Batcave because he's a tragic orphan.
All I remember is the nipples. I'm going to say it again.
Okay. So I had as my 5 points
Michael
to
Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Because he is a little bit nuts, and he says as much.
Yeah.
You want to get nuts? Come on. And he's a bit nuts because Bruce Wayne would have to be a bit nuts to do what he does to be Batman.
Okay. Yes, that's correct.
But then I think
little
the
bit
best,
sadistic.
the best Bruce Wayne I think is Christian Bale,
I did George Clooney just because he's already halfway there
and he's got the nipples out.
and his nipples. And I was a big fan of ER. So I had to make it worth him leaving ER to make Batman.
Guess who's winning mine so far?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Guess who I'm pretty sure wins mine?
Christian Bale.
Yep.
Guess
I know
who loses both of ours? Val Kilmer.
Oh,
Sorry,
nope.
Val. Iceman. Alfred. The worst Alfred for me is
Ben Affleck.
Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
With Ben Affleck because the age difference doesn't work. He's quite influential in the thing, but you can't have someone whose butler is 15 years older than you who was the butler for your dad.
Yes.
Like your dad wouldn't have hired a 16-year-old
kid,
butler.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Then I did Adam West because I don't remember it.
Then I did Val Kilmer because I think in that one, even though as good as that Alfred is, he doesn't have much of an impact on the story.
Right.
In Batman Forever. And then I had Adam West because he's very good at being a very good butler because he often subtly comes in and goes, oh, Master Bruce, someone needs you in the study, and it's Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, the red phone rings.
Yeah.
What was that?
But he
2,
doesn't
3?
have the science impact and he isn't in the Batcave and those kind of things.
That
was my 3 points.
Was Christian Bale just because...
Michael Keaton is
just
just
because-
Michael Keaton. Oh,
Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Alfie, the playboy from a previous life, is now the butler.
Oh, yeah. He's grown up.
And what are you talking about? I'm Austin Powers' dad.
Oh, yeah, he is too.
I don't like people who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
My 4 points goes to George Clooney.
My 4 points goes to Val Kilmer because I remember the movie.
My 4 points went to that Alfred in George Clooney's one because he brought in Alicia Silverstone.
My 5 points went to Michael Keaton just because I feel like he was in it more.
He's very good in it at setting up the Batman and the relationship with Alfred. And I had
Michael Caine.
Yeah, I had Michael Caine as the best because he is got a very good relationship and he's very father figure-y.
Yeah.
But also very scientific and helpy and he's a bit of a
He's a butler.
Yeah. He's a butler, but also he's a father figure, but also he's a scientific helper, a technological person.
Yeah.
Makes him the hangover cure.
He goes beyond his job description.
Yeah, but so does Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. My best is George Clooney because of the Batgirl.
Bringing in Alicia Silverstone and sewing those nipples onto the...
He brought a big part of the family into the Bat family.
Yep.
And I think that needs to be rewarded.
Okay. What about the Vietnamese soup? The pho. I'm just going to keep going with that joke.
The ramen.
The pho. F-O-E.
I gave number 1 to Ben Affleck.
Yeah, because I said so.
Yeah. And because I feel it was more of a team. He didn't just do it on his own.
They're also just not super believable villains. But also, he doesn't fight a Batman villain. There's no Joker, Catwoman, Bane.
Right.
There's he fights an alien. He fights a Superman.
He fights an alien.
He fights a Superman villain.
Zorg.
He fights Zod. In Batman vs Superman:
Zorg?
Dawn of Justice.
Toy Story.
Oh, no, he doesn't fight Zod. He fights a Kryptonian abomination.
Oh.
The name of the
Jor-El
thing. No, it's just called the Abomination.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And then I would have changed this. I know it's from the comics and it's probably where the band got the name from, but the villain in the Justice League is Steppenwolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I just wanted to sing Magic Carpet Ride every time they talked about it. Just, you can change the name.
Born to be Wild.
Yeah.
It was...
So 2
George
was
Clooney.
the GC because Mr. Freeze,
Because I still meet you.
Poison Ivy, and why is Uma Thurman so flirty with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
She's flirty with everyone
Yeah,
in the
but
movie.
he's cold.
Especially she macks on with Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah, but wouldn't you in the late 90s?
Well, with those nipples, yeah.
He was it and a bit, Chris O'Donnell.
Take a drink every time I mention nipples. This episode will be shit-faced.
We should release every week a drinking game for the episode.
Yeah, just as long as people aren't driving. Number 3.
Okay, 3 points to
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Because in similar badness was the Riddler and Two-Face.
It was good casting as Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Jim Carrey as the Riddler is very good. And I think
Riddler.
Tommy Lee Jones was good casting as Harvey Dent
True.
Two-Face.
But it's also like they didn't do much. I don't know how to say that. There wasn't as much that he had to overcome other than just two
you just got to beat these guys up.
crazy people.
Yep.
As opposed to I have an ice gun.
Yeah.
And I have a crazy penguin. Anyway. Number 4 is Michael Keaton.
Ooh. The Joker, but Michael Keaton's got the Joker.
Oh.
Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Shit.
Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
I forgot about the Joker.
And Danny DeVito's Penguin. You can reassess.
No, that's all right.
I gave my 4 points to Adam West.
I've already reassessed once.
Because Cesar Romero's Joker is very good. But from my memory of the movie, they're together as a team, but they don't work together as a team to try to come up with a good...
at one point.
Yeah, but they don't work well enough together as a team to overcome their plan to take over the world and powder every world leader. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Christian Bale.
5 points. I had Michael Keaton.
I had Christian Bale for the Heath
Can I
Ledger
change
factor.
that?
You can.
Heath Ledger's very good.
And he had more people because he had the Bane and the thing and that.
Bane and the whole League of Shadows and the Scarecrow and Liam Neeson.
And he made Two-Face.
I actually think this is going to be the most controversial thing I'm probably ever going to say on the podcast. I prefer
Stop
Jack
recording
Nicholson's Joker to Heath
I knew
Ledger's.
you were going to say that. It's a different Joker. You can't really compare them. One's just a crazy person, but one's
What if I give them both
maniacal.
5.5?
Oh, don't get into that.
I'm giving Christian Bale and Michael Keaton 5.5. I'm throwing out the rule book because we only invented the rule book 10 minutes into the podcast episode.
And if you've listened to other podcasts, you'll know that the rule book, we don't really have a rule book.
No. Have you done your total?
I've done my totals. In last place.
Equal last place.
Equal last place.
Val and George.
Oh, wowzers.
Yeah.
Mine was Ben Affleck.
Because you haven't seen
I
it.
haven't seen it. My Ben Afflecks were 1, 2, 2, 2, 1.
My Val 3 1 1 2 3
Yeah.
1 2 2 4 2
For George.
for George. So George got a 4 for Alfred because of Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
But then Val got 2 1s for acting as Bruce Wayne.
But
so
then how is that
11
equal-
points.
How is that equal?
3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 3 is 10.
10.
So Val's last by 1 point. George is 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 2 is 11. So Val's last on 10.
Right. So what did you
And then
score
George-
Val highest on?
His suit,
Okay.
a 3. And the fur, a 3.
Right. And George's highest was
Alfred.
Alfred. Right. In second last place for me was Val Kilmer.
Yep. Okay.
And
Second
I
last
scored him
place.
highest on the suit was 4 and the Alfred was 4.
Yeah. So second place was George Clooney for me, 4 points for Alfred, 2 each for Foe, Bruce, and acting. In third position was Ben Affleck. Low for Alfred and for Foe. High 4s for suit and acting voice for a 13 total.
My third was Adam West.
Okay.
He had a low of suit
Because
and Alfred,
because it's pajamas.
and his highs were for acting and enemy.
So he came in third for me. Hang on.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Third for me. High for acting and voice because for what it is, he's the best.
Yep.
Foe is good because Cesar Romero's Joker is very good.
And what did you acting 5? Is that?
Acting 5. Low for a suit. 2 for suit.
Yeah.
I didn't give him nipple points, George. That's why I
No.
got the worst
Well,
suit for
if
me.
you got, but if you're giving him nipple points, then
It's
you
2
should have
automatically.
2. Yeah.
And
Or
then
3.
and then 2 for Chris.
So 4.
He's 2 real nipples, and then he's 2 on the suit.
Oh, so 8.
4 for
it's
him and 4 for Chris.
And let's not get into Alicia Silverstone's
Booty.
hashtag Me Too.
That
was my automatic.
Your little ambi purr going off there. And then you go next. Who was second?
No, third.
Okay, you're third. Yep.
My third is Christian Bale
Okay.
with a score of 20.
Yep.
I think he just had like averages. He didn't have anything the worst and nothing the best.
He just sat in the middle of everything.
But yeah.
But then if you'd go in terms of the best movies,
Dark Knight is the best Batman movie.
yes, Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises are the 2 best Batman movies.
Which is saying something, but I don't know. I don't think it's Christian Bale that makes
it's Christopher
Dark Knight
Nolan.
the best movie.
It's Christopher Nolan.
It's Christopher Nolan with a power of Heath Ledger.
With a Heath Ledger and a Christian Bale and a Michael Caine.
And a Morgan Freeman.
Yep.
And
And I was going to
Maggie
say Alfred,
Gyllenhaal?
but that
Katie
was-
Holmes
No, Katie Holmes was in the first one.
was Batman Begins.
Yeah.
And then Maggie Gyllenhaal was...
Yeah, and then Tom Cruise said, no, I don't want you to do any more big movies.
You're in the Scientology.
You're
not
going
allowed
to do a
work.
silent birth.
Yeah.
Maggie Gyllenhaal's going to do it. to play opposite against her brother's ex-lover, Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
In
Not
film.
in real life.
In film.
Yeah.
So that was your third,
second
Christian Bale.
place. Yeah. 1 point behind George Clooney. And I think it's obviously skewed because I feel that I remember George Clooney the most. I've probably watched...
Is it rose-coloured glasses?
Yes. It's probably... I've watched Batman and Robin and Batman...
Michael Keaton.
Yep. The most.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. So I think that's obviously like, oh, I know the suit. Oh, I know the this. Oh, I know that.
I remember the nipples.
Yes, the nipples.
Okay.
Drink.
I had...
Second place. You don't have equal.
No, I
first
do.
and second.
I have to.
Oh, you cheated because you did a 5.5.
Because I did a 5.5.
That's why, because you know why you did. You changed it
Because Michael Keaton was going to come second.
And you couldn't do that to yourself.
No, because I had to rethink. Across the 3 Christopher Nolan Batmans, the foes are very good.
Yeah.
Because even though
it's
technically,
unfair playing ground.
Scarecrow is the foe of Batman Begins, the League of Shadows is this really big, good, dark, in the background foe.
Yeah.
Which is about the same time, Illuminati and the 1% and all of that stuff kind of started, which is all this background power play kind of stuff.
Right.
I love context of when films are made.
Yep.
So then, cumulatively,
The
villains across those three movies are great because the whole League of Shadows thing, and then obviously Heath Ledger is incredible.
What did I give my bad?
And then Bane is good, but brings back the League.
Yeah.
Through, spoiler alert, Marion Cotillard. And...
Sacre bleu.
Yeah. But then Michelle Pfeiffer's really good Catwoman.
Michelle Pfeiffer is the best Catwoman? Eartha Kitt.
Yeah,
she already talks like a cat.
She's ahead of Halle Berry.
Well, we all know who the worst
Adam West had
was.
2 Catwomen, Eartha Kitt and a white woman.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That one white woman.
Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
Jack Nicholson's Joker is very good
So
because
my worst
he's
enemies was Ben Affleck because he said so. And then
Yep.
he did. I gave Adam West the best because I thought that in my mind in the movie there was this thing where they were all together against him
They
at
are.
once.
Yep.
Right? So I was like, you had to beat all of them at once.
Yep.
Here you go.
It wasn't, and he had some good ones. He had the Puzzler.
Not the Riddler.
No, he has the Riddler as well.
Ooh, Riddles and Puddles.
Joker, Riddler, and Puzzle. So the
Right.
Joker in the Adam West Batman is a little bit different. So the Riddler is a little bit more telling jokes. No. The Riddler is riddles.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Puzzler
Puzzler
is
is puzzles. Like you've got to work this out, Da Vinci Code style,
Oh, okay.
to defeat me.
Right.
And then the Joker
Is
actually
jokes.
tells jokes.
Yeah.
Whereas later, the Joker becomes an anarchist.
Yes.
Like,
He
Joaquin
Heath Ledger-
Phoenix, Heath Ledger
doesn't tell
anarchist.
jokes.
No. Yeah, so the Cesar Romero Joker is very different to
Nice.
the other Jokers. And then the Catwomen are very good. But then he also has Freeze. The episode with Dr. Freeze in them are great because all they do is, when he's in the cold, is just put a blue filter over the lens.
Yeah.
But then Dr. Freeze has invented a heat patch so that non-freeze people can join him. So they just have like a red square that follows the person walking into the room.
Like Pac-Man.
Then they have Egghead, who's just a super smart guy.
Yep.
They have the Bookworm, who's a librarian. They just have some other...
No Poison Ivy.
and because they were a TV series, they had to have more
Yeah.
villains. You couldn't come. Oh, it's
the Joker again.
it's the third Thursday of the month. It's the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of those are really good. So I gave 4, but Jack Nicholson is just Jack Nicholson in white makeup, and it's the dancing in the gallery that does it for me. Really,
That isn't in joke, ding. We'll put a gif of it on there.
and
later.
then Michelle Pfeiffer's very good, and Danny DeVito, even though he doesn't have a huge,
Danny
impact,
DeVito is very good as the penguin.
he's very good as a penguin.
It's like one of those things where it's like,
The role he was born to play.
yeah, it's like if you could cast anyone as the penguin in 1990, 89.
89 was Batman, so Batman Returns was 93, I think.
All right, okay. Who would it be?
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
Done.
wouldn't be Bette Midler.
Shelley Long would be Catwoman.
So I had to split it for Michael Keaton's villains and Christian Bale's villains, so that not so that Michael Keaton didn't lose, but
Well,
so that
Michael
Jack
Keaton was my
Nicholson
best Batman as
didn't
well,
lose.
by a long shot.
Oh yeah, 25 to 21. So we will put this out into the world.
At some point.
No, we'll put the spreadsheet out
Oh yeah.
so
okay.
people can do their own as they go along.
Yeah.
Screenshot it, send it back to us. Might put it out there as a Google sheet. Then everyone can just put theirs in.
And then maybe even what I'll do is watch a Ben Affleck Batman and maybe
Yeah,
change my
come back,
answers.
watch a Ben Affleck, and then we'll rescore the whole thing. We'll do part 2. Thanks for listening to our Batman special. We're either next going to do Superman or Bond.
Yeah. Or if you have an... Ooh, Jurassic Parks. Oh. No, but they're not a person. You can't, like, rank the dinosaurs.
Rank the Attenborough.
Rank the Sam Neill.
We'd love to know your thoughts. I know I'll get hate for saying that I prefer Jack Nicholson to Heath Ledger. But if Jack Nicholson was dead, maybe people would think differently.
Wow. If only the Oscars thought that with Chadwick Boseman.
I just want to put out big calls so we get
Oh,
complaints.
you want viral.
Yeah, I want some viral
Go
thing.
viral.
I want a clickbait headline.
The Joker, Joaquin Phoenix is shit. There you go.
Yeah. No, I want a
Deadpool's
clickbait.
crap.
I want a clickbait headline. Brothers on podcast say Heath was worst Joker. So then you click it,
And you go,
so then they don't really.
They didn't say he's his worst. They said he's the second best.
They said he's the second best.
One of the
third
brothers said
best
he's the second
after
best.
Joaquin Phoenix and Jack Nicholson.
Nope.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger,
Heath
Cesar
Ledger,
Romero,
Jack Nicholson,
Mark Hamill,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. But
Right.
Joaquin Phoenix is different. He's not a villain to a Batman.
But he had his whole own movie.
And we haven't even mentioned Jared Leto.
Well, mate, I think there's a reason for that.
Yeah, because neither did the DC universe.
Whoops.
Thank you for listening to our special of 2 Drink Cinema. I didn't think we'd fill an hour, but we have.
We did.
So follow us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Share with us your scoring of the Batmans.
Can we give a bonus point to Batman Forever? Because it had that Seal song in it. And Nicole, Kiss from a Rose.
Yeah,
There you go.
but Prince wrote the whole soundtrack to Batman Returns.
Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at 2 Drink Cinema.